Greetings and welcome to another video. Well, it's been a while since we had a dating note card video of a female, that's right, a female note card. Now, full transparency here. I clicked a lot. It was difficult trying to get one that was somewhat halfway decent and one that was actually from a biological female. Now, look, I'm not trying to say anything hurtful or offensive here, but the sign says women seeking men. There is a whole nother wall for transsexuals and bisexuals, multisexuals, all these things. They have their own walls. Think about it. If you were a dude and you went to the women seeking men wall and you were a dude, and 5 out of the 10 note cards that you read over were men to female transsexuals identifying as a woman, kind of off putting. There are walls for specific types of people. That's what you do. Just because you say in your note card what you identify does not mean that people will take it as true, because it all boils down to this. What you may think is true for you is not true, may not be true, or may not be as true to someone else. That's called flexing the reality. I mean, if I wanted to, I could identify as a rock, but that's not true, is it? No, it is not, because I am not a rock. I am a human. I am not a rock. I could want to identify as a chair to be sat on, a piece of furniture to be used as a table. But I would not be a chair nor a table, because I am human. If a person has to say aloud an identification, that might be a problem. It's like those types of people that proclaim and announce and declare, I am a master, or I am a guru of love and all eternal light. If you have to announce it, ask yourself as to why you need to do that. Yep, it's fine. Go ahead, make sure you hit that dislike button and make sure you absolutely hit that unsubscribe button. So we're going to go ahead and get right into this note card here. Alrighty, so female, location, California. Uh-oh. Sexual orientation, straight, looking for people to enjoy my SL time with, companions, intimate connections, not currently looking to date. Please read about my partner below. Now, here's the thing. This is a dating agency, but she's not currently looking to date. She should have went to SL Tinder or the Sin Tracker or something. Open to RL or just SL relationship? SL mainly, but we could chit chat on Discord and can share RL details. Do you like to talk on voice? No, I prefer typing, but I will chat sometimes on voice with Discord, though I like to type more than voice. Already putting that barrier there, like, bam, nope. What makes you happy? Cats. Attention, shopping. I am a crazy cat lady, and I love to shop at SL. I spend most of my time doing so. Always love finding new outfits or making new outfits. I also like to change my avatar sometimes. Been working on a few looks. If I was a dude, I'd be okay. Cats and clothes and outfits. Yeah, most of my time is going to be waiting on this chick. If I was a dude, I would think that. What are your hobbies in Second Life? Shopping, standing around chatting, photography, though I'm out of practice. And I keep telling myself I want to work on my store, but I never do. I do, however, make Korean RP wax seals pretty often, and my stuff for that style of RP sells well. Well, okay, so that's how she affords all her outfits. What are some qualities you were looking for in a potential partner? For friends with benefits, just people who understand I'm quiet and don't say a lot and don't take it personal. People who can talk to me while I work IRL. I work a swing shift, so I'm mobile on SL all day and come home at night, usually after 10:30 p.m. SLT. Now what the hell? She listed no qualities. None. No qualities whatsoever. This is I need to there we go. No qualities whatsoever. None. None. Not even the standard, generic honesty, loyalty, trustworthiness. None of them. Didn't even do that. I was a dude. I wouldn't continue to read the rest of this note card, but I am not a dude, so I'm going to continue. Do you RP? If so, what kind of RP? I do Korean RP. I did Western, urban, and fantasy, but didn't really like any of it. Gorgeous stuck. I bet it did. I bet it did. Mhm. Do you have a family in Second Life? No, I do not. I did when I first started, but they are long gone from SL. Okay. How important is family to you in Second Life? It isn't important to me at all. I'm not a fan of kids in SL, so not something I want to get involved in. Oh, okay then. Is having sex in Second Life with your partner important to you? Yes, for me, it's the connection between two people that makes the experience wonderful and enjoyable, but only when the mood is right and it feels natural. I don't like anything forced, and I'm not into rough sex or anything degrading. You could ask me more about that if you like. I also do not voice sex. Don't ask. Don't try. You'll be rejected and probably ignored if you ignore my warning. Y'all, really? It really? Moving on. Are you into BDSM? So you sub, dom, domain, or verse? If I must pick, I'm a switch, but highly domain over sub. I do have an owner, my partner, but he is the only person I feel submissive to, as it's very hard to bring that part out of me. I do love me some subby boys, though it's not required whatsoever. I'm going to point something out here. She says, I do love me some subby boys, though it's not required whatsoever. Do you see the downgrading there? Like, I really, really like this, but yeah, it's okay if it doesn't happen, or it's all right. See, that is downgrading. She says what she really likes, but then she downgrades it. That that's not good. That's not good to the reader. It's not a good feeling. Anything else you would like to add? I like good looking pixels, and of course, I will judge if I think it's good looking or not. Please don't take offense if I don't find your avatar attractive. It's really nothing personal, but I have my standards. I worked a lot on my avatar, and I am constantly improving her. I expect someone to put in as much effort as I have to be appealing to the eyes. I do have a partner, but we are not boyfriend, girlfriend, or husband, wife. He is strictly my owner. He is also only on 3 to 4 times a month and at night only. Other than that, I am free to do as I please and see who I want, do whatever I want. He encourages me to find men to entertain. Only when he is on, I go to him, regardless. When he is here, he is my number one, and I am his number one. That is the only time he takes priority is when he is actually online. Otherwise, someone else can be my number one when he isn't here. Maybe it's an affair. Yeah, kinda. But it's how it is with me. And if it bothers you, then we can remain friends or friends with benefits and nothing more. Really? There's so much in this note card. So very much. So I'm not going to waste time in going over every single point here. I'm going to get to the big ones first. What makes her happy? Herself. Herself. The things that makes her happy is very much of a vain thing. There's a lot of vanity here. It's her. There's nothing else that she enjoys doing or makes her happy except for promoting and yeah, promoting her appearance. There you go. That's what that means. Hobbies? What are your hobbies in Second Life? Shopping. Well, of course, because you've got to keep up that those appearances there. You've got to keep promoting yourself through your appearance, through your looks, through what you wear. You got to keep doing that. Standing around chatting. So chatting, not talking, not engaging, not having a conversation, but the word chatting. Now, the word chatting is very, very, it is informal, but there's a big difference between chatting and talking, chatting and engagement, chatting and having a conversation. Chatting with someone is like, hey, how's the weather? Or, oh, okay, yeah, that's cool. Oh, yeah, I didn't know that. Uh huh, yeah, okay. It's not, there's no meaning in it whatsoever. It's nothing inspirational. She used to like photography, but she out of practice for whatever reason. And she has a store. She keeps telling herself she wants to work on her store, but she's not showing a lot of ambition here about actually working on her store. So that could be a red flag. Could be, maybe. I don't know. Maybe she's just too busy shopping and promoting her avatar. What are some qualities you're looking for in a potential partner? Now, look, qualities where you list things, where you say things like adjectives and to describe qualities. What did she say? We're friends with benefit, just people who understand I'm quiet and don't say a lot and don't take it personal. People who can talk to me while I work IRL. Those are not qualities. They're not qualities. They're demandments. That's what they are. A demand is like louder, whereas a demand meant it's still like a demand, but it's not as pronounced as just a normal demand. So these are just demandments, little small demandments, like she wants people who understand that she's quiet and doesn't say a lot, but don't take it personal. There is a million different ways that she could have worded that to where it doesn't come across as a boundary, right? Definitely not a quality. She's just talking about herself. And people who can't talk to me while I'm at work, you see how she's separating? Like, okay, look, if you're on this level, you are allowed to do this. If you are on this level, then you are allowed to do this. You have to meet conditions. Apparently, you don't have to have any qualities at all because she didn't list any. Um, yeah, so she here the URP, so what kind of RP? Korean RP, gorgeous stuck. Well, yeah, because what happens mostly in gore? Well, you don't need to wear a lot of clothes. If you're a female, the best thing you could do is looking the best, right? You want to look so good that you want to make the other girls jealous because you want the attention of all the Korean men so they could fight over you and then, raid your underwear. There you go. Yeah, she doesn't want kids. Well, of course she doesn't because, having a family with kids in Second Life or, having a family in Second Life, that would detract from her self promotion. I mean, she's far too busy shopping and far too busy finding new outfits and working on new looks to even uh, work on her store. let alone have a family with some kids. Nah, she ain't about that. No. Mm-mm. Yeah, the is having sex a second life with your partner important to you? Well, for her, it is. It's the connection between two people that makes the experience wonderful and enjoyable. Here's the thing. It's like you're reading this and you're like, oh, okay, well, that's rational. Okay. And then it's like, but only when the mood is right and it feels natural. Oh, well, that's a condition. Oh, not into rough sex or anything degrading. Well, but, rough sex isn't actually degrading. It's basic female desire. Women are programmed to naturally like a little bit of roughness. It's the whole animalistic primal trait that is embedded into our DNA. So this is a lie. This is a lie. I bet one her owner, I bet her owner's a little rough with her. Yep, there you go. I'm just saying it. And I'm not indicating, grape, right? The R word, grape. You know what I'm saying? No, 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 no. No, that's an entirely different thing. And she does not do voice sex. Don't even ask or don't try. You will be rejected and probably ignored if you ignore my warning. A warning. Are you into BDSM? If so, are you dom averse? She considers herself highly dome over sub. No shit. Because look at all of this, all these conditions, these little demandments. Oh, yeah. I do love me some subby boys, though it's not required whatsoever. That, as I said before, that's a B grade. If a person is trying to entice the reader, trying to make the reader aware that you are showing or you're trying to show like the best version of you through a note card, don't downgrade it. Don't make the reader feel like they're not good enough if they don't meet whatever you're into. Don't do that. That's just rude. I mean, this could be better if she were to have said nothing. If she did not put this, she could have just left this out. And that could have been talked about in an instant message. This should have not been stated publicly. It's very insulting. You don't want to degrade, right? You don't want to make your reader feel less than themselves. That's just rude. So, anything else to add? So, as you can see, she did type a lot. And she explains her partner. If I was a dude, I wouldn't have finished the note card. I would have stopped right here at the failure to list some of the qualities that she was looking for in a potential partner. And it is females like this, a second life, who are already committed to someone else, regardless of dynamic, and they put themselves out there, and then if someone likes them well enough, then they just drop them. They drop them so quickly because they go to their other person. And with the attitude, the me, all these warnings, I will not, don't ignore my warning, all of these things, it's mean, it's cruel, and it has nothing to do with being a sub, a switch, or a dame at all. This is just their personality. They're just very self centered. And maybe some transference going on from like the dynamic between her and her owner, and she wants to transfer that, to someone else because she's lacking, maybe discipline in her own dynamic. I'm not sure, but all I'm saying, look, if you're a dude and if you come across a note card like this, all a red flag. There is nothing good whatsoever in this note card. There is nothing good enough to want to message this type of female. If you're a dude, red flag, all of it. If a female pays more attention and devotes most of her time regarding her appearance, like shopping or clothes or whatever, a red flag. Because she's not going to spend that time on you. No, she is not. And hobbies, if she doesn't have the hobbies, like serious hobbies, she just wants to stand around, chat or whatever, she'll want you to be her trophy boy when she goes to these places to stand around and chat. Not looking for any serious conversation or engagement. And her failure to list qualities, that's a red flag. That is a red flag for any person, male, female. So this is a bad note card. And it's these types of females in Second Life that ruins decent guys. And yes, there are decent guys in Second Life. They are devoured by this type of female. And then they're broken. And then, oh, it's sad. It's sad. So, anyway, that's going to be it for me. I hope you enjoyed watching and or listening, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.